Hey, hi audiences. Thank you for logging me in on a Friday night to watch our KEVII Hallplay production. It has been a very long journey since Hallplay 2021 started our preparation for this film. And I believe everyone in front of their screens right now are very excited to watch this film. But first, we would like to share with you a bit on our journey as Hallplay as we go through these past 2 semesters to come up with our current short film, Ohana. We started with a new plan of making a short film in August. For scriptwriting team and myself, we were very new to scriptwriting. And the first thing that came to our mind was, in fact, COVID. It has brought so much major changes into our lives and our daily routines, leading to emotional stress, anxiety, unstable marriage. Okay, that might be too much to say, but parents needed to juggle between being a full-time caregiver of their family on top of additional responsibilities to adapt to the financial hardship. The children were also experiencing the effects of the pandemic indirectly due to family constructs. Therefore, we decided to create a short film, the script, to explore family dynamics in the modern day with this additional context of our familiar pandemic. Of course, we couldn't have done it without the help of people around us and our mentor, Miss Lim Haiyan, who really gave us awesome advice during the sharing session that we had together. Without further ado, I would like to start it with a short interview session with our different departments to also ask them how the preparation of this entire process has been like. So first, we'll ask our sets department. Hi guys. Yeah, hi guys. So my question for you tonight is, what's the biggest difference you saw between the sets on a stage play and short film, and how do you overcome the challenges now that it's so different?
Thank you for your question. Well, in terms of sets, the previous year we were actually one of the larger departments where we mainly did woodworking together as a team and prepared backdrops and other stuff. This also involves setting up and planning for the whole stage for the play. However, for this year, there were definitely drastic changes, such as small group sizes and a change in our focus towards smaller props and scene setting. We faced many challenges in trying to keep our team motivated and on track, especially with some delays due to COVID restrictions, but we pulled through and managed to do it.
How about you, Sean? For you?
So as for this year, we had to split our teams into different zones according to the zoning restrictions and move some sessions online. Even though it is less inconvenient, I think it helped out in making sure that our planning is cohesive and ensuring that the whole team is on the same page. Next year, we'll be looking towards stage play again. So please look forward to seeing more woodwork from sets department, and do sign up if you guys are interested in learning practical skills and taking part in stage play.
Thanks to Sean and Shanice for your sharing. I do hope that everybody who's watching, who might be joining KE7 for the next year, be interested in joining sets department because they really do great work. And I think there's a lot of potential for the next year. So we would also like to invite the costumes head Rina to share with us a bit of her journey the past 2 semesters. Hi Rina.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so my question for you tonight is, considering that you're year 1, what's the most memorable experience you've had being in costumes?
One of the most memorable experiences that I had was the session when the costumes members practiced elderly makeup on each other in small groups. It was like the first time we did elderly makeup, so it was quite fun, learning different techniques and using different makeup tools.
Okay, so I think there's one question that's on everybody's minds, right? Which is how did you and your team manage to create the makeup for the characters to make to look like their supposed age in the film, especially for Darren, because he's the father who's approaching 50, right? And he really looks very old.
Yeah. So for the older characters in the film, right, we drew like crow's feet and wrinkles and some eye bags. And for the younger characters, we did light natural makeup. And as for the father, we did black eyeshadow between his nose and mouth and on his like chin using a makeup sponge. It was a new technique that we learned, and I think it turned out pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. I was actually very shocked when I first saw Darren in his makeup. Couldn't really recognize him.
Yeah.
Thanks for your sharing. So now we will move on to the next part of the creation of Ohana, which is on the planning of the filming session. So I'd like to invite Michael to join us. Hi, Michael. Yeah, so I know a lot goes into the planning of the filming session and also the entire process. So how did that turn out for you, and how do you do the planning,
So this year, not only do we have our own departments and their various jobs, which the rest of the department heads have explained earlier, we also did some collabs with other CCAs in KE, from motion for the filming section to the band who has generously lent their equipment to us. Arranging a filming session during COVID also means that it's difficult to hold face-to-face meetings, so arrangements and planning involves mostly texting and checking everyone's availability. This year, we also have a few interesting venues that you'll see in the show. So planning for the film also entails preparing and scouting various venues and planning for social distancing measures to actually ensure our cast and crew remain safe, which that's not possible without the help of our sets head, so thank you very much. But yeah, that is what mostly goes on when planning for a filming session. I would like to thank everyone who has given their assistance graciously along the way. The production would not be possible without your generous support.
Right. Yeah, I think really a lot of people came into part making this Ohana work. So what has been the most memorable experience for you as the PM?
So during one of the sessions we have on set, there was a scene that involves a large number of moving parts from the sets to the cast, down to even camera crew. So I remember we easily had 9 to 10 takes during the session, and everyone was getting tired and it was getting quite late as well. I kind of felt that I needed to do something back then, so I offered a solution in the form of an intermediary. By communicating with the cameraman, cast and crew, we managed to find a solution for the timing to work out just nice. And that was the most memorable for me because I see the entire Hallplay come together from cast, camera crew, sets, me, myself, the production manager and the director. Everyone worked in synergy to present you a show that we can truly be proud of.
So I really do hope that everyone is very excited for the film. But we'll next move on to Lights and Sound. So hi, Jingwen.
Hi.
Yeah, so we've now understood how the planning of the process has been like. And according to Michael, we have also heard that there are a lot of restrictions at the filming sites. So how was the sessions actually conducted for you, and what are the challenges that you faced on site?
For LNS, the first few sessions were just like Zoom sessions. Then the rest, depending on the filming schedule, everybody would just some of the LNS members would go down to the set to help with the sound recordings with the mic and the field recorder. Main challenge was actually just the background noises because during the audio recording, the mic and field recorder picks it up really easily, and when it happens, then we have to re-record everything. Yeah, so on set, everybody will try to minimize background noises, and then we will also adjust the settings on the field recorder so that minimal BG noise will be recorded. Yeah.
Wow, it must be very, very challenging for you to manage all that at one go. So actually, when I was watching the first draft of the film, one of the main things that stood out to me was the background music. Can you share with us more on how you came to the decision to put different music for different scenes?
Okay, so for us, we mainly look through the script to have a rough feeling, and then we also ask for the director's direction, what you want to portray, in a specific scene. So after that, we just went online, then we searched, we picked, and we just suggest suitable tracks that we think might fit the different scenes. Yeah, but the rest is up to editing, how it came together and how they pieced it. Yeah.
Thanks for all the effort. I believe it must have been very tough because you needed to go through so many different pieces of music. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll move on to the last part of our interview. Can we invite our producer, Dashini? Hi, Dashini.
Hello.
Hi. So this year's show wouldn't be possible without the successes that come from our fundraisers. So one of such efforts come from the Stare shirt. So and also the eagle shirts and the masks. And I believe a lot of the audiences out there actually have them. So Dashini, how did the design actually come about to have all these cute apparels?
So we actually took quite a while to plan out what we wanted to sell for our fundraisers, and I kind of attribute this to like the very good competition that we had with all the OCIT fundraisers and everything. So yeah, we actually decided to stick with our stairs shirt design. It was actually a fun fact. It was a design that was passed down from a few batches ago. It was designed by our ex-president, JCRC President CMB. So thank you to CMB for giving us such a good design. We decided to sell it because it was a crowd favorite for us. And it was quite iconic lah. The quote behind it was very iconic. So we decided to sell it again this year. And for the cute new ego design, our pub head, Angie, she actually came up with that new design. And we discussed the color of the shirt with the whole steering committee lah. So, and it turned out to be quite awesome. It sold quite well. So thank you to everybody who bought them, and like it was very heartening to see people wear them around hall. So thank you to everyone who supported us, and hope you enjoy our short film.
Yeah, thanks Dashini for the sharing. I really thank all the audiences out there who bought our clothes, and I do hope that you are wearing one of the shirts or had been using the masks. Yeah, so without further ado, I'll move on to the next segment of the interview session. We will now move into the interview for the cast, and we want to see what the cast has to say when it came to preparing their character, and also how they related it to the background and also the different surrounding situations they felt. Hi guys! So today we'll have this short interview with y'all, and we just want to see the perspective from your side on how you thought the film itself was like. So this short interview will just be going one round and introductions from each character. So I'll go from oldest to youngest. Okay, so hi Darren.
Hi.
Hi. So what character do you play in the family for our film Ohana, and how do you think this related to the relevant people living through this pandemic?
So I play like a 50-plus-year-old father who's struggling to provide for the family in light of his business failures. And I think that's very salient to the COVID situation right now, because plenty of people have lost their jobs, similar to the father I'm portraying. And I think the show highlights like the family struggles with regards to their financial situation with the dad losing his job, and like how it just affects the family dynamics overall, like how it affects the various members of the family. Yeah.
That's a perspective, and I think it's very relevant now that we see that this COVID situation has been turning in the way that nobody expected. So I do hope that the audiences out there can feel for the characters and find some light and possibilities through the film itself also. Okay, maybe we can have each an answer next on the same question. Do you need me to repeat the question for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, so which character do you play in our Ohana film, and how do you think this related to other people who are living through this pandemic right now?
Okay, so the character that I played was the mom, who is also a nurse. So basically, she kind of represents all the healthcare workers currently, like in Singapore and stuff. And I think she plays like a very important role in the family, because like she has to juggle between like taking care of the family and also like the increasing pressures of like COVID, like at the hospital and stuff. So like I guess this is a good reflection of all the mothers in Singapore who are also like healthcare workers, and just it's like a shout out to them, I guess, to like really thank them for all their hard work, not just like to mothers, but also like especially mothers in healthcare at this like very critical time. And I think that even though her character is a bit like angsty and stuff, it's quite justified lah. And overall, I think I quite like her character. Yeah.
That's nice. I think, yeah, it's true. I think we are trying to portray both like the kind of struggles the mothers will need to go through this pandemic, as well as the amount of pressure that we put onto the healthcare system right now. So yeah, I really hope that this COVID situation is gonna calm down soon, Yeah, okay. So now we'll move on to Celine. So Celine, how do you think your role in the film Ohana was like, and how do you think people can relate to your character in the film?
Okay, so my character is actually representative of the students in this COVID-19, and especially these JC students. So in this character, she's supposed to be taking A-level soon. So but because of this family stress and in light of this COVID situation, then she has to think of ways to also help the family, but at the same time juggle her studies. And it's you will see her growth in this storyline, because she used to be just very focused on herself, and she thinks that as long as she do well, the family will be proud of her and stuff. But she can't help but think about how to support the family when they are in need at the same time. And this is something that she never thinks about before, or never felt before. So it kind of even if you can find that as a student, you will also try to you will sacrifice something from yourself, and especially when your family is in need. So it's a different perspective.
I think the character is definitely a very different take from how we would expect a JC student, or even just any student in any phase of their education would react to a situation. I'm not trying to overshadow that every person out there is facing as much financial stress, but definitely there are a portion of us who are currently facing such financial stress, and some of the people out there are really trying their best to not only juggle their own studies and maybe CCA commitments, but they're also trying to manage the finances for themselves and also their own family. So we're really trying to use this character to also build up onto how there are different dimensions to the kind of responsibilities that each individual would need to carry. And we just hope that through this film, they can see a perspective that they can get the support from the family if they talk things out. Yeah. And lastly, we'll move on to our last character, which is the youngest daughter. So Si, can you tell us more about your character that you played in Ohana, and how can people relate to your character outside of the film?
So I play the character Raven. She is down to earth, and she plays the role as a mediator for the family. So in regards to the pandemic, she's actually affected by the pandemic more indirectly via the stress that the other family members go through. So even through this pandemic, despite the sudden changes affecting the family and their way of life, she still retains her optimism and hope. And I feel that we as people can also learn from her optimism as well.
Yeah, I think she's really the character that shines the light to the family, even though there's so much stress and so much anger sometimes that everyone is harboring in their own character. So yeah, I think really hope that our audiences can really feel this strength through that character, and also hope that this pandemic will not just don't feel so down through this pandemic. And we hope you enjoy the show from us, from Hallplay KE7. Thank you.
Anyone who don't really know my family will think that we've always been so close and worked together so well all the time. Well, there was a time not long ago where we all didn't understand each other. But thankfully, we've talked things out and figured out what truly mattered. So, it all started.
Hello?
Hello.
are you?
Home.
What are you doing?
Studying.
And your sister?
Studying also.
Have you bought the toilet paper?
Not yet. Later.
Huh? I thought I told you to go and buy this morning.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it later.
Why you never buy on the way home just now?
I saw the queue just now. It was damn long. I'll go later.
Later no more stock already. Go and buy now.
I know. Can you just let me finish my paper first?
You know how many people are living in this area or not? Later no more stock already, you don't use lah.
I know. I just want to finish my paper first. I'll make sure the toilet paper is in the house before you are back, okay? Don't worry.
Every time you ask me to do something for you, I always do it immediately. But when I ask you to do something, then you...
Okay. I'll go now, okay?
Okay, good girl. Bye. How's things at work today?
Nothing.
Tell me about it.
I really don't want to talk about it. I know you've done your plate. I don't want to bother you.
That's really sweet, but I still think you should tell me.
Okay. The company has been losing a lot of money. The employees are saying that they want to go back home. And we actually have to pay for their returning trips now. I'm just thinking of shutting down the company.
But don't you think that shutting down the company is going to be a bigger blow to them than just not being able to go back?
You just don't get it. It's not just about going back or not. The company just can't afford to pay for their salaries and other utilities.
Then why not let's try consulting a business consultant?
Okay. I'll think about it. Anyways, don't worry lah. Even if I were to really shut down the company, I'm really thinking of a new plan. I have my own way lah.
Oh, let's sell away our car.
The car. Please lah, I don't think we get much.
But it's still some money, right?
You really think that little bit of money is gonna save our company from bankruptcy?
I mean, we can just work and find more money along the way lah. We've been working so hard to build this company ever since we got married. I really don't think you should give up so easily.
You think I want to give up? I really have no choice, okay?
We don't know. Maybe like...
Why do you keep having all these small fries? There's no time there to consult anyone or to gather money already. Before you know, we're going to salvage everything. Why don't I just stop here? We can still get back some money.
Okay, look, I really wish that I could support your decision on this, but I just don't think that we're on the same page. I mean, just try to sustain the business for a while more, at least until COVID.
Why do you always think you're right? You didn't consider my suggestion, but reject all of them?
Since when did I not think about what you said seriously? You're the one that's giving me all these excuses without telling me what you're actually thinking about.
Do I really have to do everything? I'm just trying to do the best for our family, right?
Well, if you're really thinking for the family, why haven't you considered our daughters? We're just going to university next year leh. You really think that you can support this family without your business? Stop acting innocent lah!
Can you stop acting like you know it all? We don't even know anything. Just mind your own business.
I'm just trying to help, okay? How would I know anything if you don't tell me?
Because it seems like you don't give a shit. From the point that I told you I want to quit, you didn't ask me a single question. How I'm doing, if I'm okay. All you did was insist that I keep the company so that I could continue to make money. Money. What are you all about money?
Excuse me, I'm just trying to get a solution out. You think you're the only one with problems?
Right, they try to get a solution out. But at the end of the day, all you care about is still money, isn't it? Why don't you just go and marry money instead?
Tia, are you busy?
Why?
Did you hear Mum and Dad's fight just now?
Yeah, they were really loud.
I've never seen Mum and Dad fight so fierce before. Are they going to divorce because of money?
Huh? Divorce? No lah. I mean, maybe they're just tired and stressed today.
But don't you think that mom and dad are not usually like this?
Hey, for reals, don't worry. It'll be fine.
Why Tia don't feel sad? Don't she feel mom and dad are very, very angry at each other just now? What if they continue this tomorrow and never resolve? I feel so scared that they might divorce. Why Tia don't feel anything?
Hey, maybe I'll start looking for a part-time job and earn some extra money. But don't tell mom and dad, okay? They will flip if they know I'm working during COVID. I'm only telling you this because if I manage to get a job, I might need you to watch the house and make sure no one knows I'm out.
Huh? But don't you have your A-levels this year? Are you sure you can handle?
Aiya, can lah. My study is better than yours Just stop worrying so much about everything. Keep an open mind. Now, just sleep. It's getting late already. Hey, I'll figure it out somehow, okay? Really don't worry. I'll give you some pocket money. Deal?
Okay, deal. Good night, sweet dreams. Love you.
Bye, night.
Hey boss, the operations team just got back. They say the main con is stopping work from tomorrow onwards because of the COVID regulations. They were thinking of calling for a meeting on this. Also, Ma told me
Hello?
Hey, hello Raven Can you pass the phone to your 姐姐? I need to ask her something.
For what?
Oh, about the shampoo that she asked me to buy yesterday. I don't know what brand she wanted. Can you pass the phone to her, please?
But she's busy now though. She's doing her mock exam paper.
Huh? 1 minute also cannot?
Wouldn't want to disturb her, right?
Okay lah. Just mind the usual thing.
Yes, good idea. Okay, bye. Abba, your cookies are really delicious. I've always been wondering, how can you bake so well?
Well, I first learned to bake from my grandmother. Her Florentine was a family's favorite. I used to help out in the kitchen, and eventually it just became my hobby. When I was 14, I started learning new baking skills from recipe books and even developed my own creation.
Wow, you started baking since you were 14? That's like my age. Baking must have been your talent. Did you ever consider becoming a baker?
Well, I wanted to. I thought about traveling all across the globe, learning from professional patissiers, and eventually opening up my own shop patisserie in Singapore.
Wait, but you're now in construction, right? Cakes and houses? That's like apple and orange.
Your grandmother was a typical tiger parent. She insisted that I completed university and get a good job. You know, all that hope and pray for stable and comfortable income. I mean, I'm not really there yet, but at least on the right path.
Abba, do you know you look like the happiest person in the world when you are baking? You sound so passionate when talking about it also. Baking must have been very special for you.
But that's all in the past lah.
What do you mean? Other people always say it's never too late to become who you want to be.
Raven, I'm almost 50 years old. It's just too late for me now. I just hope that in the future, you'll be able to follow in your passions. Don't be like me.
I'm not smart like you and Jie, and I don't have any other talent. I think I've inherited all the bad genes from the family. So please don't expect so much from me.
Grades is something that you can work hard and improve on. Passion is something that comes only once in a lifetime. Once you miss it, you might not ever get it again. You might not understand what I mean now, but I just hope that in the future, you'll be able to cherish the things that you like.
Does this mean I can stop practicing math and make TikToks every day?
Raven, that's not what I meant.
But you just said...
Stop talking, okay? Just get over that and help me breathe, Albert.
Okay.
Hi, Madam Wong. Oh. Thanks for informing me. Bye. Is Rachel at home?
Yes.
What's she doing now?
She's doing her mock exam paper.
Okay, I'm coming back later.
Don't you have a night shift today?
No, I swapped with my coworker.
Okay then.
Enjoy! Hello? What? I thought I told you not to call me when I work. I'll get scolded for using my phone.
No, this is urgent.
What's urgent? You hungry? Want me to double food for you again?
No, this is serious. Mom called me just now and asked where you were. And she wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh. What did you tell her?
I told her you were doing a mock paper, so you can't answer your phone. She's not doing a night shift today. Are you coming home soon?
Oh yes. Thank goodness. I'll treat you something when I'm home. I'll talk to you later, okay? Sorry, urgent phone call. Hi, this is the delivery. Dad?
Rachel, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm working lah.
I'm working also.
You're supposed to be studying, not working.
I'm just trying to earn some extra money.
You're supposed to be focusing on your studies.
I'll talk later, okay?
Go home right now.
I can't go home. I'm in the middle of work.
Why are you even
I have 30 minutes before my work.
Rachel!
I'll meet you here later, okay?
That's where both of you went. Raven, Wong, Ying Ying, come out now. Stand there. So anybody care to explain why the both of you are in this attire? I'll deal with you later. Rachel, Wong, In Hui, can you explain to me why your grades are just free falling right now? I thought your sister said you're always doing your practice papers. So it's just toilet paper, is it? What have you been up to? You're very short of money, ah. What can you buy now? New phone? New laptop? Why suddenly go and work?
I just wanted to earn some extra money to help you and Dad.
Help us? Don't you know that you're a student right now? What help can you give with those meager few hundreds?
I just wanted to help. I know you and Dad are struggling. I just wanted to play a part in helping this family.
You're taking your A levels this year, eh? Just stop being so willful and just focus on your studies.
Yeah, stop scolding Rachel lah. She just wants to help us.
I haven't even scolded you yet and you're defending her. Secretly go behind my back with some part-time GrabFood driver. You didn't even discuss this with me. What am I to you? Am I even your wife now?
We're sorry.
Mom, don't be angry. We are sorry.
And you secretly help your sister lie about staying at home. Since when did you become such a good liar? What other lies are you hiding from me? Tell me now. What other secrets are you hiding from me? Say now! Every time I come home, right, all of you just think that I'm transparent. Whenever I ask about your school or your work, all I get is just one-word replies. Am I really that hard to talk to? Why do you all treat me as?
I just get you're angry, Ma. You always like...
Always what? Continue ah. What you want to say? I'm so disappointed in the three of you. None of you treat me like a mother or a wife. Collaborating to lie to me. Don't hug me. Thought of you don't like to talk to me.
Mom, it's not that we don't like to talk to you. It's just that we're scared that if we tell you, you might scold us or not support us.
Also now I'm the bad guy again.
That's not what I mean. When Dad wanted to close his company and start his business, it's like you didn't consider Dad's feelings.
I did, okay? I knew he wouldn't want his years of efforts to go to waste, and that's exactly why I told him not to shut down the company.
But Mom, what Dad really wanted was to start afresh. Remember? Dad dreamt of being a baker. I know we haven't talked much since the lockdown, and I know things are tough at the hospital right now. But when we try to talk to you, it's like you're not listening to our opinions. That's why Jie didn't want to discuss with you about her working part-time because she knew that you'd just scold her.
But her working part-time would affect her studies. Of course I would disapprove and scold her.
Exactly, Mom. She was scared that this was going to be your reaction. Have you ever thought about this from Jie's viewpoint before?
I did, okay. And I know for a fact that it will definitely affect her studies.
But Mom, have you ever considered, sitting down and discussing things with her? Maybe ask why she wanted to work part-time?
How can I ask her if she doesn't tell me about it?
Jie was worried about Dad's company. She knew that Dad has financial difficulties with his company. That's why she wanted to help Dad out by earning money from part-time work so that she can take less allowance from you all. I know you said it was really little money, but she was just trying to help. Sometimes we hope that you can understand our perspectives and maybe support our decisions.
really sorry that you take care of the family alone all this while. I should have done more. For us. For you. I'm really sorry that I didn't see the amount of stress that you were going through. It must have been so hectic, so tough, and I should have been there. It's my fault.
You know, I never really thought that this was your fault. I mean, I've just been so upset that I couldn't be there for the family, and the communication between us has been pretty much non-existent nowadays. And I'm really upset that you guys lied to me.
I'm really sorry, Lee. I promise it's not gonna happen again.
Okay, so I've been thinking about the future, right? And I was thinking that if you really wanted to go ahead and chase your dreams of being a patissier, I'll support you.
Really? Are you sure?
I mean, yeah, we could always come up with a plan. I don't know. COVID's been really, really tough on our family this year. So if it's really what you want, then let's just do it.
Yay! Mom, is it true that you're gonna let Dad start his patisserie? Yay, it's gonna be a hit! Actually you can just use my uni funds. I can work.
Joe,
Just
quit
quit
your
your
job
job.
already.
Okay.
Wow, it's been so long since you've done this that I've almost forgotten what it feels like.
Yeah.
Let's do this more often.
Yes, Mom. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Breastfeeds! Click the link down below for the most unique cookie ever. Yay!
No. Show you all so many times, why can't you get it right? It's like this, watch. You throw it up, you grab it down.
Wow, so bossy. Mom's always so strict with you when doing that. Okay, fine.
Hey, okay lah. This time must get it right correctly, ah. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for watching!
Yeet!
Thank you guys for watching our short film Ohana. We really hope you enjoyed it. But before we end this premiere, there are a few people we would like to thank for supporting us throughout this journey. Firstly, we would like to thank Life Inc. for your continuous support, and we look forward to work with you again. We'd also like to thank Ms. Lim Hai Yen for lending us her support and guidance on script writing. Her advice was really helpful for us and also helped us bring out the main messages that we would like to bring through. Special thanks to Dr. Lee, Jocelyn, and Ritz Cafe for allowing us to film at your venues. Thank you to KE Motion for your support during filming sessions, to Dr. Lee, Dr. Chen, the RL team, and JCRC for working closely with us and your continuous support throughout these trying times. Last but not least, we would like to thank you, our audiences, to come down on a Friday evening to watch our production, Ohana. We really hope you enjoy yourself, and we do hope to see you next year.
Thank you
for watching.